Good morning, everybody. It is August 5th, and it's Monday. The teenagers got to school safe and sound on time, and AJ is at daycare. So, I had a good weekend, you guys. I stayed very productive. I did all kinds of things. I cleaned up the backyard and the back patio. I cleaned up the kitchen, cleaned out the refrigerator, cleaned out the cat boxes, refreshed all the waters in the house for Romeo. I cleaned out the hall closet. I cleaned up the spare bedroom, the car. I'm sure there's stuff I'm forgetting. And of course did laundry and all that. So I stayed very busy, and that was good for me. So for those of you who are wondering, I have not talked to Ryan, and I have not seen Ryan. To be honest, I have thought of him. Like I said, I really never even wanted it this way. So it's kind of like depressing for me, because I thought we'd be able to like do this as a family, and I just don't feel like we can do that. And I feel like I have to do what's right for my kids, and they cannot live with an alcoholic. So putting my feelings aside, I have to do the right thing. So I have not spoke to him, and I have not seen him. Oh, it's Monday. Let me tell you a little story about my hair. So a couple weeks ago, I bought some Nice and Easy, and I dyed my hair, or so I thought I did, and I came out and I was complaining like it didn't cover any of the grays. And so last night, while I was taking a shower, I went to reach for the tube of conditioner. You know how they bring, or how they give you a conditioner to use after you dye your hair and then a few weeks on. So I went to grab that conditioner. It was in like the window ledge of our shower, and it was the dye. And I think I noticed when I took the cap off. But what that means is I used like that cream and conditioner that day in my hair, and wondered why it didn't get dyed. So there you go. I got to do it again sometime soon. I probably am going to have a very busy day at work, and I'm just going to pray that it goes by fast so I can get home to AJ and the rest of the kids. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hello, everybody. So it is lunchtime right now, and I'm watching some strange shit at the park here. I don't really want to get into it all. I'm definitely not going to turn my camera so they can see me record them. There are 3 people right now, and they're sitting on the wall that leads into the park, and they're shooting up. Like, oh, to each his own, I guess, but that is so sad. So I'm a little nervous about sitting here, but they're doing their own thing, so I hope they don't like bother me. But work has been going great today. It's been busy. It's usually always busy on Mondays at my job, and I have my lunch, which I'm not very hungry right now. There's some mashed potatoes, and this is like beef pasta. We had it for dinner, and I made a huge amount so I could eat on it basically the whole week. But I cannot wait to get off and see AJ. I won't get to see Brittany tonight because she works, and I mean, I might get to see her like at 10, but it's late, and if I see her, it won't be for very long unless she's staying the night. And I believe Jackson works today as well, so sometimes I miss the older kids, especially now that they have jobs. But I'm proud of both of them for working and you know, contributing a little bit. Like Art and I bought all of their school supplies and stuff. They went shopping, and you know, went and got it, but we paid for that, and we pay for all of their expenses. So really their money is spending money. And it'd be nice when they start paying their own phone bills, and Brittany starts paying her own car insurance. You know, we're not a rich family, and the kids have got to learn better money habits than what I learned. So it's important to Art and I that we teach them, good money habits. So, last night AJ woke up crying, and he was sleeping on his belly when I went in. He did not have his pacifier, and he was just crying, and it didn't seem like he was awake. And so that kind of broke my heart, and I actually had to pick him up while he was sleeping and kind of rock him back and forth so he would calm down and go back to sleep. So I don't really know what that's about. I have read that night terrors usually start around this age, and he's never had a night terror that I'm aware of. So I'm a little worried. Maybe we're entering a new phase, but maybe he just had a bad dream and not any kind of night terror or anything like that. So, it just kind of worried me, but he didn't stay up very long where it affected my sleep or anything like that. I feel really good today. I got up and I did a different kind of morning routine. I exercised a little bit and stretched and drank some freaking water that I hate, but I'm trying to add a little bit of water in because I just don't drink it. And then I got ready and got AJ ready. We were out the door on time. We both seemed to wake up in good moods, so that was really nice. And yeah, it's a beautiful day here. I think today is the hottest day of the week, but the humidity is going to be low, so it's not going to feel as hot, and we're not going to sweat as much, which is nice. Anyway, I am going to make a couple phone calls, and I will check in with you guys either tonight or tomorrow when I'm back in the seat waiting to go into work. So the people I was talking about a minute ago, they've moved over here. You see them with their garbage bags and stuff. It's so scary. And they moved when this guy right there kind of came and interrupted, I guess. So they packed up, they moved over here, and I feel so bad for them being in that position, but certainly shooting up isn't going to help. Alrighty, happy Tuesday. Today is August 6th, and I just arrived at work. It's a little before 8. So last night went great, no issues. Jackson came out and hung out. I'll tell you more about that kind of stuff at lunch. But I thought I would address super fast something I said. I said that Brittany asked me what about holidays and AJ's birthday and all that. It was just basically a hypothetical question. And I said time would tell. Basically, if he's behaving and not drinking and can spend a couple hours behaving, then he maybe could come. I don't mean, number one, while the EPO is on him. No, I don't mean that. And it was just my daughter asking a question. Nothing has been decided on anything like that. Obviously, I want the good parts of Ryan to be shown to AJ, but that doesn't mean I'm just straight up inviting him over often. It's not going to happen. Also, somebody sent me a long message on Instagram about lots of different stuff, but about Ryan's sister and why I said she had went to jail. I said that because that's what Ryan actually told the police, that I was mad about his sister, and I wasn't. Sorry, one boss and one friend came up and said good morning, and they're taking off for a minute. But in regards to Ryan's sister, I said that because I was just telling you what he thinks we were arguing about, and we weren't. And I like Ryan's sister. I like her a lot better now than when we were kids. She does have some issues going on, but all of us do, and I don't wish her any badness or anything negative. I want her to be happy and okay. So it wasn't like I put down to his sister. I actually like his sister, and it's not a repeat of Scott and Trina, I promise you that. Trina and I were always kind of in and out with each other, and I was super close to her, and sometimes I still miss her, but she was pretty mean too at times. So I have my reasons for not, really caring for Trina a whole lot. But I do like Ryan's sister. I do wish her the best, and yeah, I wasn't trying to hurt anybody, so I just wanted to kind of make that clear. So I just wanted to kind of clear that up so you guys kind of know what I'm thinking on both of those things. Last night, I did start to feel sad, and Jackson was dozing on the couch. I was sitting on the couch, and Wheel of Fortune went off and Jeopardy came on. And for about 8 minutes in silence, I felt sad, and I felt lost, and I don't know, it was a lot. I didn't cry though, and I just sat there kind of like feeling it. And by 7:38, AJ had woke up from his nap, and I had already got him. So for 8 minutes I felt pretty bad last night, but I'm doing better now, and that's all you can ask for. Anyway, time to get into work, and I will see you guys on lunch. Bye. Hey everybody, it is lunchtime. For lunch today, we have the turkey tetrazzini from Stouffer's. So I'll just heat it up and I slide it back in so I can carry it out. And honestly, I'm not even that hungry, so I'm not going to eat it right now. So I thought I would tell you, I think yesterday was just like a sad day for Abigail, myself, and Laura. Like, Laura had some sad stuff going on, or a disappointment, basically, in her life. And she was pretty upset. I talked to her for a while last night. Abigail was, I don't know, a little sad and anxious over things she can't do while she's pregnant, which is totally understandable. And I had that 8 minutes of self-pity and wallow where I was thinking about what I wanted and what I had and how things are opposed to how I want things to be. So, you guys, when I start telling you that I'm sad about Ryan, or, maybe I can co-parent, just please be patient with me. And I know that I cannot co-parent with him right now. That doesn't mean that I don't want AJ to have a healthy, happy father. And maybe there's somebody else down the road, or maybe there's nobody, and AJ is raised by me, and obviously Brittany, and Jackson, and Laura, and Abigail, and our group. But it's hard because the dream that I had obviously turned into a nightmare, and nothing turned out the way I wanted it. So, for me to daydream about, hey, maybe it's going to be possible for us to co-parent, is probably a shot in the dark. Obviously, I don't want Ryan around AJ drinking or smoking, and I want there to be supervision, and I want, everybody to come out of this as unscathed as possible. Like, I took the brunt of everything with him. He obviously don't treat strangers the way he treated me. He treats his work people much better than he treated me. He really, I believe, wasn't happy with himself or his life over some decisions and consequences from when he was younger, and I think that spills out into everything. Obviously, when you throw alcohol into emotions, you have angry, you have sad, you have happy, you have, just a broad range, and I took the brunt of it. The kids, they saw a little bit of it, just like 1%, but they knew about all the other times, or most of them anyway. So, just be patient with me. I'm not taking him back. I want to make that clear. I can do it in sign language as well, so you guys are very clear. Sometimes I just start fantasizing about, well, like, you know, maybe we can do this eventually. And, you know, from the very beginning, Art and I were able to co-parent. Like, even when we split up in our first year, I was still at the kids' birthdays and different things. We didn't have separate holidays for our children, with the exception of Christmas, because sometimes Art went up to his mom's in Ohio. So for the most part, Art and I were able to co-parent, and I guess the difference with that is he's not an alcoholic and he isn't violent. So, you know, I need to not compare the two because they're very different, and I just really want to focus on trying to be happy and doing things on my own. And I believe doing things on my own will lead me to much greater happiness than what I've been experiencing. So I just wanted to point that out, because I've read in the comments, and I know you guys think I, you know, am crazy for talking about co-parenting. And I even hung a sign in my bathroom, a quote, or, you know, a little phrase that said, I don't want to be a single parent, but I would rather do it alone than with somebody who doesn't want to. And so I have that right under my bathroom mirror, so I can look at it as many times as necessary, just to remind me that he wasn't co-parenting with me when he was in the house. So why the hell would I think he can co-parent now is beyond me. But it's just wishful thinking, I guess. So yeah. But we all had a bit of a night where we struggled, and we will all be okay. And, you know, we're smart women. Between Laura, Abigail, and myself, I know that we can get through anything. I'm very fortunate to have them, and I hope they feel the same way. And, you know, sometimes you just have to roll along with it and wait for a better day, and here it is. So today woke up just fine. It was a little harder getting out of bed because I stayed up too late watching like live PD rewind, and so I was a little more tired this morning. AJ was in a great mood and happy and so sweet this morning. He went into daycare and did great, so I'm just like wanting to get done with work so I can go pick him up. I'm selling some stuff on Facebook, and I've got to meet some people later, and I'm excited about that too. I think I'm going to put that horse that's in AJ's room, I think I'm going to put that on there too. It doesn't match anything. I don't think my mom would be upset about it, but I'll probably talk to her first. But I'm just ready to get off work. It's a beautiful day here, and everything's going good. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I am going to take a couple bites before I got to get back to work, and I will talk to you guys when I get off or tomorrow. Bye. It's Wednesday. We're moving through the week, and I'm so happy about it. So I feel pretty good this morning. I went to bed at 9:30 last night. I was just that tired. So nothing like really went on last night. I had a few friends over, Abigail and Jordan and Avery. I call her Laura Huey. I know her name, but they came over for a little while, and then I pretty much had the house to myself. AJ slept really good and went to bed really easy, and I went to sleep. So I feel good. I still am, I don't know, I think all of this is just affecting me so much. Like Monday morning, like a week ago, not this past Monday, but the Monday I had to go get the EPO. I threw up so bad in the morning. I think it was just anxiety and nerves. And then I've been dealing with headaches on top of that. And I've also been dealing with waking up early, like 4 or 5, and tossing and tossing and tossing and tossing around the bed. Like, I don't know why I'm waking up like that, but I think it's just like stress and worry and anxiety. But I'm trying to feel better, and I'm just putting one foot in front of the other, getting it done, and trying to keep focus. So this was my night last night. Now I gotta get in and go to work. I'll see you guys on lunch. Bye. It is lunchtime. I'm so happy about it too, because I just haven't been feeling that well today. I couldn't even drink my coffee because it was too sweet. So I dumped that out. A coworker bought breakfast this morning from McDonald's, and I just had a Coke, but I feel so jittery. For lunch today, I'm just having a Salisbury steak from Stouffer's. Half the time I don't eat lunch at lunchtime because I'm not hungry, but the other half of the time I do. So not many updates. AJ did well this morning. I think I'm going to be getting together with a couple of friends tonight. I'm not sure. Jackson doesn't work tonight, so I have a feeling I'll see a lot of him tonight. And Brittany does work. But besides that, everything's going good. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys once I'm done eating just a little bit. So I'm really happy. It is a quiet day at the park here. There are some people out. Obviously, some people live in the park. There's a guy right next to me showing like a Ferrari or whatever it is. I'm going to show you. A guy is over here showing off his Tesla, I believe. See how the door is open? He's the one that was meeting up with his friend here at the park. It's a cool car. Okay, so it's time for me to get going and get back to work and be productive, get a lot of stuff done. I really am grateful for my job. I'm grateful for the people I work with. I'm grateful for all the opportunities it's affording me, and I couldn't ask really for anything better. So just want to do a good job and also hone in on some of those work at home jobs. I don't have what I feel like a lot of free time because I want to spend time with my kids on the weekend, and I don't feel like doing a lot of stuff at night. But a few little jobs I want to kind of work on, and if they get going and I start doing decent, I'll definitely let you guys know. But I need to do all I can to bring in income right now. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, thank God, the 8th. So I woke up not feeling well again, but it's fine. I woke up at 6:05, and I get up usually at 6:30, so it's okay. So yesterday, while I was here at work in the afternoon, I got an email from the cable company, and in the email, it told me that Ryan was putting cable in to his to an apartment in Jeffersonville, and that they would be there at a certain time. And that email just made me so sick. It made me physically sick at work. I didn't leave. I managed to stay. I don't even know how I managed. I was in a state of shock. And I'm not sure why. Obviously, he has to live somewhere, and I don't know, and I don't care if he's moved in with somebody or if he's just rented the apartment. They weren't very nice apartments. From what I could tell, because I did look them up. And then I got home, and that's the only bill in Ryan's name, obviously, and you know where I'm about to go with this, is the TV and internet, because I kind of refused to pay for it. So I got home, and the internet was out, but the TV was on. And so the only thing that really, truly bothered me about that was I couldn't see AJ's camera. I tried to use my hotspot, and it wasn't strong enough. So I had some work to do with my cousin, and she came over, and during that time, I actually called the cable company, and I pretty much told them everything that's going on. He moved out, blah, blah, blah. The equipment's still in my house, blah, blah, blah. And so they are, the TV I won't lose at all. And the internet will take 3 to 5 days for the equipment to get here. And I had a really hard time without that camera last night. I mean, I know I've raised babies without cameras, and I can go get a baby monitor that isn't a camera, but they're very expensive, and I already have a camera in there. I just like to be able to use it. So obviously I can't. And I have a hotspot, and that takes care of all of my Fire Stick and Netflix and Amazon and all that. I have changed the passwords too. I know so many of you guys told me to change passwords. That was done like the second he went out. But yeah, it was frustrating, and I couldn't concentrate even when my cousin was over. I was having so much trouble concentrating. And Brittany came over and did homework after work, and I just kind of let everything go then and stayed present and went to bed at 10. Like, that's about as eventful as it got. I was a little upset about the internet. I really was, and I still am a little bit. But, you know, it was in his name. It needed to go with him. It was just kind of weird seeing the apartment address and knowing that we both are having to move on. Like, you know, I can't just switch everything off and say I hate him all of a sudden, because I don't. I do care about him. I just can't live with him, and I can't raise a baby with him because he is violent and angry. That's not my fault, and that's not AJ's fault. So, you know, I have to do what's right for the kids. I haven't always made the best decisions. I haven't. I don't know. I feel like I really feel like I was sheltered so much when I was growing up, except from the family chaos of my mom and dad fighting for custody of me all my life. I mean, it was freaking awful. That's why I hate court. They pulled me in court so many times. I talked to judges, lawyers, doctors, and it was a reoccurring event because, you know, my mom didn't feel like I should have been with my dad, and my dad felt like, you know, my dad didn't feel anything because he's something else. But my grandfather felt like him and my grandmother could give me a better life than my mom. But besides that family drama, I feel like, you know, a lot of decisions were made for me. I didn't have to put much thought into a lot of stuff, and I know they tried to prepare me to leave, and it was always such a touchy issue for me with my grandfather because I never thought I'd be able to continue without him. I can't do this today. But I miss him so much, so very much. Okay, so I never really thought that I would be able to go on without him, and I feel like I've come so far, but it's hard making all the decisions and knowing which ones are right, and when to go with your head and when to go with your heart, and when to say yes and when to say no, and it's just hard. So I just have to be strong and do it on my own. And I do have my mom and my little somebody referred recently to Laura and Abby and I guess Brittany as like my Charlie's Angels, and they are. That's perfect. It's so perfect. Wait till I tell them tonight about that, but they'll love it. And the girls are supposed to come over tonight with another friend who's moving away, so we're supposed to get together tonight just for a little while to say goodbye to him and wish him well, because we care about him a lot. His name is Jonah. He's moving on us. But anyway, I just have to just face reality and realize that I can make my own decisions, and even if they're wrong, I have to be the one to take responsibility for them. So I don't know. I've been doing it for a while, but not every decision is the best, especially when it comes to men. So men are cut out of my life for a while. I don't anticipate any man being in my life for a very long time, besides Jackson and AJ. Anyway, I got to perk up a little bit. I got sad thinking about my grandfather because I remember how hurt I was in the conversations that we used to have when he would tell me, I'm not going to be here forever. And like, how are you going to be able to go on? And we would have like deep conversations about this because I think it was a concern of his too. When I lost him, it was one of the hardest times of my life. And then we lost Scott's mom, and then we lost Scott's niece, and then we lost my grandmother and Scott's mom, and then there was one more, my uncle. And oh my God, I think I lost 6 people in 1 year. I'm telling you what, that was one of the hardest years. I was so suicidal that year. I just wanted to go be with my family, but I also have family here on planet Earth that need me, so it's my focus, and that's why I'm going to go in here and make some money. I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey everybody, so it is lunchtime. Today I have the Little Frenchie by Jimmy John's, and it's like pre-made. It's got 2 different kinds of meat on it, some butter, some cheese. I'm not even that hungry, so I don't know. I just feel a sense of uneasiness today, and I wish I didn't, but I do. I'm not sure if it's over my job or Ryan or just stress in general, but I definitely feel uneasy today. Sorry, I'm trying to get the camera right. And I'm not sure what that's all about. I'm just trying to get through the day, really, and pray that it goes fast. So I'm gonna take a couple bites, make a couple phone calls, and yeah, just kind of enjoy lunch. Hey everybody, so I am not in my car right now. It is Thursday night, and I just wanted to end this video in a better way than me just cutting it off at lunch. I just haven't been feeling that well, and it's hard to deal with everything that's going on. And I'm sorry if I sounded like I was complaining. As I have been editing this vlog, it sounds like all I did is complain. But it's really not how I feel every moment. But I just have so many different emotions and feelings happening that one minute I'm happy, and then the next minute I think of something that happened that makes me sad, or I see something that makes me upset. So, like I said, it's going to be a process, and that's one of the main reasons I'm not interested in anybody, because I need to be able to do this on my own. That's first and foremost. I need time to heal, because really I am like broken hearted. And I told my best friend the other night that I don't feel like I'm so just like heartbroken, but what I actually feel like is like I'm grieving, and I'm grieving for what I wanted things to be. And you know, I just didn't get that, so I'm having to cope with that, and I think it's just causing all kinds of symptoms and making it hard for me to sleep and eat, and you know, most of the other things I can control, like, you know, I might be upset, but I can fake it and not really like let that energy out in front of my children or anybody else. But the things I can't control, sleeping and eating and headaches and feeling anxious and feeling depressed, and I can't control those. So, you know, it's a little more out of my hands, and it's just hard. But I have been okay. I have been surviving, and I'm proud of where I'm at, and I have wonderful friends and family. I had Laura here tonight, Abigail and her husband, and our good friend Jonah. He is moving away, and we got to hang out for a little bit and say goodbye. He's not leaving till like Saturday, but it really was the only time we could all like meet up. So it worked out well, and then I got AJ up, fed him dinner, and he was cranky. We are in the terrible twos, I think, and I mean, he really just was cranky. He wanted me to hold him the entire time I was trying to make dinner. And then he ate a cracker, because I gave him a couple crackers, and he put the whole cracker in his mouth, and I don't remember exactly what he had done, but I said, no, don't do that. And he started crying. The cracker came out of his mouth all over everything, and it was a moment, but we got through it. And he had a wonderful little bath. He got a new bath toy. It's a little octopus, and it has these little rings. Finally came in. Took forever to get it in, but he had a wonderful bath and was in a good mood when he laid down. So, really happy about that. I don't know if I'm going to vlog tomorrow morning. I might just take Friday off. I want this video to be uploaded while I'm sleeping. So that's why I am doing this now, because I'm just going to use my hotspot, and it will be up sometime Monday. I don't know when. Early morning, like 10, 11, something like that. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you're new to my channel, it's not always this dramatic. At least I don't think it is. I really wanted to get a favorites video, but I've had guests over almost every night. Laura and Abigail are just like amazing people, and they are there for me. And Laura's going through quite a bit right now too, and Abigail's pregnant and looks so freaking cute. She had the cutest outfit on tonight, and so I can't wait for that baby to come. I'm just so excited. And I'm trying to figure out something to do with AJ over the weekend. I might go to the pool with him. I might see if Laura wants to go out to like Birmingham Forest. I'm not sure, but I want to do something. So I'm trying to think about that. I will vlog through the weekend and share more. These videos are just basically me in my car. Obviously, like I said, I'm not in my car right now, but I spend a lot of time in my car. I spend, you know, my lunch and my mornings, and it's just a place I'm at a lot, so I thought, why not start filming there? So I really hope you like these videos. They are chatty. I'll be incorporating some other stuff in the coming weeks, so definitely stay tuned for that. There'll be giveaways and all kinds of stuff, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Thanks again for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment about whatever you want below. I'll do my best to answer any questions and respond to you guys. Don't forget to follow on Instagram and on Facebook. Those links are below as well, and I'll see you very soon. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.